All right, so this video is going to focus on how to multiply radicals together. So there's all sorts of different situations that you can have in multiplying radicals, similar to polynomials. You can have a monomial times something, a binomial times a bi, trinomial times tri, and all sorts of different things. But the main thing to remember when it does come to multiplying with radicals and numbers combined is that you can multiply a radical with a radical, but a radical with a number kind of just gets slapped together. They're not the same thing. You can't actually multiply them together. Otherwise, I'm actually going to use the FOIL method to go ahead and multiply this together because I have a binomial times a binomial together, so FOIL method will still work here. So if I'm using the FOIL method, F stands for first, so first times first, square root of 6 times square root of 6. We could use the product rule of radicals that say we can combine those into one radical, just multiply what's on the inside. 6 times 6 is 36. So square root of 6 times square root of 6 is square root of 6 times square root of 6 is square root of 36. Then I can move on to O, which stands for outside, would be the ones on the edges right over here. So that would be negative 2 times square root of 6. Again, I can't multiply a number and a radical together, so those just get dropped down together. Negative 2 times square root of 6 is negative 2 times square root of 6. Then we can move on to I, the inside here. So the inside 2 here in the middle, that would be 2 times square root of 6. Again, a number and a radical don't mix, so 2 times square root of 6 is 2 square roots of 6. Again, just bring them together. Then we can move on to L, which is last. And last I have a 2 times a negative 2. We definitely can take a number times a number. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Now we do need to check to see if there's any simplifying that we can do here. So let's just take that one term at a time. First thing I have is the square root of 36. That does happen to be a perfect square. We can take the square root of 36 because we get a 6. Notice these two middle terms here. We have negative 2 square roots of 6 plus 2 square roots of 6. Well, negative 2 plus 2 is 0. Those actually cancel. Think about doing like negative 2x plus 2x. Same concept here, but instead of the x, we have a square root of 6. So these are actually going to cancel out to 0 because negative 2 plus 2 is 0. That goes away. So that means we have that minus 4 there at the end. And because almost everything else simplified or canceled here, we're only left with 6 minus 4. That's regular O subtraction. 6 minus 4 is 2. So our solution here with this binomial times that binomial, we have a 2.